Okay, how about people who get excited by rubbing dirt on their naughtiest of bits?
Easy, that's sclerophilia.
No way.
Yes way. I went out with this guy who was a sclerophilic. He got off watching me rub diesel oil on my calves.
Gross. What about...
No, it's my turn. What about someone who digs on the elephant man? Like, the elephant man is the sexiest thing in the world to them. That's teratophilia, dudes and dames that find deformed or monstrous people sexy.
Wait, I'm a monster. Does that mean that Raoul is teratophilic?
Maybe, but I think they just mean meat people deformities.
So, the guys who want to do zombie girls are teratophilic?
Yup, with a little mysophilia thrown in for good measure.
Mysophilia?
Attraction or excitement caused by decaying things.
Barf! My turn now. There is no way that this is a recognized kink. People who get all hot and bothered by unopened 2-ply toilet paper rolls. You know, like the 6-pack at the grocery store.
Objectophilia.
Man, I can't wait to tell my Uncle Maury. He says it's normal, but now I got a word for it.
Hey guys, sorry to interrupt this week's game of Stump Gary, but I need your help. No problem, what's up? I need to know how much peanut butter to buy.
You interrupted Stump Gary for that? Are you so crazy that you can't buy peanut butter? Just go to the store and buy some.
Not just for the week. I need to know how much to buy for the next 5 to 10 years. Oh, stockpiling for yet another imminent disaster?
Wait, what is it this time? Have oysters become sentient and are now going to bomb Applebee's, triggering a nuclear holocaust somehow?
No, that's years away.
I thought you had just resupplied all of your safe houses already.
I did, but I just checked my inventory and discovered that I only had enough peanut butter for like 2 years, leaving me 2 to 7 years short, depending on how long the crisis lasts.
Yeah, that sucks. So what about people who like to watch animals do it?
Yeah, that's a good one. Aren't you guys going to ask me about the crisis I'm preparing for?
No.
Why not? This could be your only opportunity to save yourselves! Don't take this the wrong way, AJ, but you're a little like the boy who cried wolf. What?
Let me put this into terms that you'd understand. You're a little bit like the crazy friend who says crazy things that we don't listen to anymore because you're crazy.
Be nice. Look, AJ, we like you. You're our friend, but every other day you're preparing for some horrible end-of-day scenario that never happens. It gets a little hard to take you seriously when you keep announcing the end of the world and it keeps not happening.
Yeah, you may have convinced me that the world was ending at first, but after the 12th time, I got wise to you. The only end of the world for me now is the good old rapture. And I don't have to prepare nothing for that, except a big old smile for Jesus when I see him in the giant bathhouse in the sky.
Bathhouse?
You heard me.
Look, I know I've been inaccurate in my predictions in the past. That was due to faulty information, disinformation, or poor calculations. But this time I swear that this is the one to prepare for. I don't buy 10 years worth of peanut butter just for anything.
I don't know, guys. I kind of want to know what it is. Me too! What if it's really crazy and we miss it, and then we can't mock him? I love mocking him.
AJ, can you give us a moment to have a private discussion? Okay, but make it quick. Costco don't stay open forever, and I have a lot of stuff to buy. Now, what did we discuss?
That we shouldn't entertain AJ's paranoid fantasies anymore.
And?
No matter how funny they are.
And why is that?
Because it isn't fun to exploit someone else's paranoia for our own entertainment. But I wanna! His crazy conspiracy theories and doomsday scenarios go over big at parties. He's practically a legend. Without AJ stories, what am I gonna talk about? The weather?
Yeah, I mean, I need to have AJ's nutty stories too. How can I feel better about my own personality defects without having his personality defects to compare them to? We all pinky swore, and we don't break pinky swears. What happens to people who break pinky swears?
Baby Jesus spits on them. And they'll be hunted down by Oswald and torn apart like fresh bread.
That's right. So unless you want me to tell Oswald that you guys broke a pinky swear, you'll not push AJ to tell us what disaster he's prepping for, right?
Fine. You're just lucky that you have that homicidal simpleton Oswald to use as your pinky swear muscle.
Oh, AJ. Hey, fellas. What's wrong? Well, while you guys were talking about me and whether or not you should encourage my behavior when it comes to my apocalypse predictions, I took a moment to reflect and decided that, well, you guys are probably right. This thing that I think is gonna happen probably won't happen at all, and it's dumb to spend all of this time and money getting ready for it.
Wow. Seriously?
Yeah! I mean, this one isn't nearly as dire as that time that the Democratic Party was going to gas the country and enslave us for their alien overlords, or when I was convinced that all the cell phones were going to explode at the same time after simultaneously playing a pirated version of I Feel Happy.
I like the one where you thought the Geico gecko was carrying a strain of hyperplague and was slowly infecting the world's population with his feces. Nah, the one where he thought that women's breasts were actually deep ocean parasites that secreted mind-controlling enzymes to create a baby army was better.
Yeah, they were both pretty awesome. But now I realize that my whole life has been about preparing for a disaster that will never happen. I should live my life rather than prepare for death.
That's the spirit!
How's about we go downtown and have some lamb kebabs? My treat!
Yay, he's not paranoid and he's giving out free lunch.
This could be the beginning of a whole new AJ. To think that I was gonna waste all this time preparing for the financial meltdown that my father's financial advisors told him about. Crazy, huh?
Wait, your father's financial advisor told him about a financial meltdown?
Actually, the words they used were a financial apocalypse that will make the Great Depression of the 1930s look like a nice day at the beach.
Oh, shit. What?
You know who AJ's father is, don't you?
I thought his dad was that bum who lives under the I-26 overpass. No, that's Green Pea Willie. AJ's dad is August S. October. The August S. October? The richest man in Opinion County? The second richest man in the state? 12th richest man in the country? 22nd richest man in the world? Captain Crazyface is August S. October's son?
His only son. Yeah, my name's August Jr. AJ.
There is no way that AJ, our well-meaning lunatic in residence, is the son of a multi-billionaire. Look at the facts. He's a little crazy, he's a little misinformed about how the world works, he's kind of socially awkward, and he can afford to buy and equip several safe houses around town without having any kind of job.
I get a very generous trust fund check every month. I take what I need and then donate the bulk to charity.
Are you guys telling me that I've been sitting next to and routinely insulting the heir of the October fortune for all of these years and you let me?
Yeah, it was hilarious.
He could have funded any number of my schemes over the years. He could have built that mega church I've always dreamt of. Hey, AJ, did I ever tell you that you're my best friend?
Too late.
Your dad's financial advisor told him that there was going to be a financial disaster coming?
Yeah. Then they closed their offices, liquidated all of their assets, exchanged them for gold, and then moved to Pango.
What did your dad do after they told him this?
He asked me how much peanut butter I had in storage. And then he started to cry.
Okay, let's go.
Where are we going?
Costco. We need to get some food into storage. Wait. Now we believe in his crackpot end-of-the-world scenarios?
Yeah, what gives? First I'm all crazy for thinking the world is gonna end, but now you believe me?
Well, technically the world isn't coming to an end, it's just gonna suck really bad. Like $95 a jar peanut butter bad. Like having to wait in line for 5 hours for that $95 jar of peanut butter and then fight a horde of people with guns to get it home bad. But how is this any different than the disasters he's predicted before? What difference does it make if the disaster is financial, alien, viral, or caused by evil demon-possessed Holly Hobbit ovens? Consider the source. I have, and considering the sources are financial professionals who just fled the country with all of their money in gold bar form, I'm gonna take a chance and just be a little cautious. Good point, let's go. Hey, AJ, can you lend me like $10,000 for some groceries for the next 3 years?
No. What do...
Aw, come on, I'll throw in a free sermon and a soul saving.
No, I said. What do you guys think?
Should all predictions of future disasters be summarily dismissed?
Or should the source of the prediction be considered before taking action?
And how can you get into the good graces of a rich billionaire friend after years of verbal abuse?
Comment. Okay, enough talk. Let's get prepping. Wow, this is exciting! You actually believe me for once. You want to hear how, after the financial crisis, the world would be under the control of the cast of Modern Family?
Don't push your luck.
Let's just go.
We're with you. It's weird following AJ after one of his predictions. Aren't we technically breaking the pinky swear? Puh, if this financial disaster happens, the pinky swear will be the least of our problems.
Now remember, when we're at Costco, say nothing to nobody. We don't want to panic.
They broke the pinky swear. Hello, my fellow Opinion Villagers. Today is July 18th, 2014, and it's International Mandela Day and National Caviar Day. So hold your goblet of caviar high in the air and let's all toast Mandela. And now on with the questions. First up, Polixter421 asks, intimate question for the meaty one. If you had to choose, who would you prefer to be the more recognizable / popular? Yourself or your puppets? Well, considering the number of puppets that currently have stalkers, the puppets. Joe Swampson asks, intimate question for Fundy. How do your parents feel about you being both gay and a fundamentalist Christian? Oh yeah, my parents. They are totally supportive of me and my being totally out of the closet. In like the gay way. 'Cause they totally know. Is this being broadcast? Can we not broadcast this one? Oh, no reason. Well, can it be blocked in Wisconsin? The lad with the pink rod asks, question for Oswald. If you could have superpowers, what superpowers would you have? Note, I think you already have super strength and ultra cuteness, so they don't count. I wish I had some superpowers. I would have the ability to turn anything I touch into butterscotch pudding. I hate butterscotch pudding, but my moms love it, and I am that thoughtful of a son. Yoshi Green asks, intimate question for AJ. Are there dinosaurs in Opinion-Ville?
Not that I know of, but that old guy who sells tamales out of the back of his pickup downtown has a real dinosaur vibe to him, now that I think about it. I gotta go get my dinosaur detection kit!
Merkwoodian asks, intimate question for Oswald. Which Magic the Gathering colors do you favor in your decks? Also, how excited are we about the M15 release next week? I am blue, so guess which color I like. That's right, green. As far as the release, I would get excited, but the gaming store, Triskellion's Minion, has me banned. 'Cause I'm a sore loser. Like, toss a table, punch a hole in the wall, someone call the cops, and a paramedic kind of sore loser. I have to beg Gary to go to the release to get those cards, and he does it so long as I promise not to play Magic the Gathering anywhere near him. Alright, that's enough of that. Remember, if you have a question that you want to ask Intimate Questions, leave it down below in the comment section. I just take all the questions, throw them in the air, and whichever ones I catch are the ones I use. Not really. I have a system. I had a system. I don't even remember what it is anymore. But maybe one of your questions will be asked next week. So until next time, my darling Dark Knights, this has been Jason with a D.
What's up, my homies? I am Oswald, and this is Name Frame. And we're gonna shout out your name, B-words.
B-words?
Yeah, you know, when rap guys are all like, yo, B-word, you are my B-word, etc. and so forth.
You mean bitches?
Yup. Oh, how I wish I could cuss sometimes.
I'll teach you after the shoutouts.
Deal. Let's hurry up with them so I can get my potty mouth on.
Okay.
Thermonuclear suppository.
For when Godzilla gets hemorrhoids.
Gravy fairy.
I love it when the gravy fairy would come and visit me on Thanksgiving Eve, and if I had been a good boy all year, she would leave like a gallon of delicious gravy for Thanksgiving dinner. Unless you were bad. And then she poops in the green beans.
Step-in racer.
Stepping races are boring. There's a bunch of guys who can see who can step the fastest, and I never win because I got big, clumsy feet.
Piz lover.
Either you forgot an A in her name, or you have a love that's really kind of gross.
Big air.
I get big air sometimes, especially after eating a lot of cabbage, hard-boiled eggs, and pinto beans.
Phantom anomaly.
Hey, a phantom anomaly like on Star Trek subbed. Are you like a sparkly cloud alien, or like some dude in a toga who's really an alien but thinks he's a god? Or are you like a rock monster who looks like a burnt personal pan pizza but who's really just a nice mommy?
Screaming mouse.
That's the easiest kind of mouse for a cat to catch, because they're always screaming things like, I think we'll be safe so long as we hide underneath the refrigerator.
Tengu king.
I would be impressed, Kingy, if I knew who, where, or what a Tengu is.
Robotic arm press.
Why do we need robots to press arms? What's wrong with old-fashioned hand crank arm presses? My grandma makes her arm wine the old-fashioned way with a hand crank arm press.
Lichen Wolfengong.
I thought werewolves tried to hide the fact that they have that turning into wolf problem. Your name might as well be Johnny I Am a Werewolf, Please Don't Shoot Me with a Gun with Silver Bullets, and... Okay, all done.
Remember, if you subbed and you would like to have a retarded monster and a withering magic picture frame shout your name out, then leave a request down in the comments section.
Okay, name frame, I'm ready. Break me off a piece of those bad words.
Okay, let's start easy. First say B.
B.
Now say itch.
Itch.
Now put them together.
Itchy bee.
No, put them together the other way.
Chibbits?
No, put the B in front of the itch.
Oh, now I understand. It's so simple. Okay.
Where are you going?
To go get a bumblebee to put in front of your itch. Man, I had no idea that cussing was so complicated.
Oh, Trudeau here with even more suggestions for what you could have done instead of watching YouTube. Monkeytail 2002 says, instead of watching this show, I could have been performing at Tugharm. Now you see here, you bekilted sorcerer, you keep your whiskey-tainted demons far away from me, or I will be forced to counter your demons with some 12th level banishment spells. I have an amulet that gives me a +7 against Scottish demons. TC the Unbeliever says, instead of watching this, I could be drawing educational comic strips to mail to Kent Hovind. Well, just make sure they're just pictures, Unbeliever, because Kent can't read. Charles Kunkel Jr. says, instead of watching a grown man play with his little fuzzy buddies, I could have been mining bitcoins and continuing my quest to become a cryptocurrency magnate. Yes! You will become a tycoon of all digital nothing. Sound plan, sir? Perhaps you'd like to invest in this invisible pile of rare emeralds that I have. Or maybe a ride in my invisible flying earthworm. Jacob Lively says, instead of watching YouTube, I could have listened to my family members argue. Or I could fill Trudeau's house with kindergartners.
I remember him saying he was terrified of them. Well, I'm sorry to hear about the family situation, Jacob, but forget about trying to fill my home with kindergartners. Unless you enjoy going to jail for kidnapping. I can hear you in the interrogation room now. No, officer, I wasn't going to do anything bad to the kindergartners. I was just going to put them in an internet puppet's apartment as a prank. I hope you enjoy the loony bin.